The dawn of the late Cretaceous arrives with a stillness in the air, broken only by the faint rustling of leaves in the cool, thick forest. The sky, shrouded in hues of orange and gold, slowly reveals the contours of a landscape in flux, one that bears the weight of millennia, a world ruled by creatures whose every step reverberates through the ages. Amongst this vast wilderness, a presence stirs, an ancient predator, a creature lost in time, yet whose echoes still haunt the wilds of this forgotten age. This is Dryptosaurus, a theropod whose name may not ring as loudly as its larger cousins, but whose role in the ecosystem of its time was as vital as it was ferocious. At just under 6 meters in length, Dryptosaurus was not the largest of the Cretaceous predators, yet it held an undeniable power in its frame. With long, muscular legs and a body built for agility, it moved with the speed of a shadow, its every step calculated and purposeful. The forest floor, littered with the detritus of ancient ferns and towering conifers, echoed with the sound of leaves crunching underfoot as Dryptosaurus prowled in search of prey. Its slender yet sturdy body was adorned with sharp claws that, though not as massive as the claws of some of its more famous relatives, were deadly in their own right. The air was thick with the scent of life, of moisture, of decay, of the constant pulse of survival. The ancient trees, their trunks gnarled and weathered by centuries of existence, towered above, casting long shadows over the hunter below. Dryptosaurus's keen eyes scanned the underbrush, its sharp vision cutting through the dim light of the forest. Its senses, honed by millions of years of evolution, could detect the faintest movement, the slightest tremor in the ground that might signal the presence of prey. But Dryptosaurus was no mere brute. While its large teeth were capable of inflicting serious damage, it was not sheer force that made it a formidable predator. It was its cunning. A hunter of precision, it relied on speed and dexterity, striking with deadly efficiency. Its slender build allowed it to maneuver swiftly through the dense undergrowth, its long tail acting as a counterbalance as it darted between trees and across the uneven terrain. As it advanced deeper into the forest, the sounds of the world around it faded into a whisper. In the distance, a herd of herbivorous dinosaurs grazed, oblivious to the danger that lurked just beyond the tree line. The predator paused, its every muscle coiled with anticipation. It knew that this was not a hunt to be rushed. Patience was its greatest ally, and Dryptosaurus had learned to wait for the perfect moment, for the vulnerable, for the weak. The predator's eyes fixed on one member of the herd, a young, slow-moving individual at the rear of the group. The wind shifted slightly, carrying with it the scent of the herd, but also of the fur that now clung to the young dinosaur. Dryptosaurus's heart beat in rhythm with the pulse of the forest. Its prey had no idea that its world was about to come to an end. In a flash, Dryptosaurus moved, its body a blur of motion as it closed the distance. The chase was swift, but efficient, every stride calculated, every moment measured. The young herbivore, startled and panicked, stumbled as it tried to escape. But it was too late. The predator lunged, its sharp claws extending as it reached for the prey, and in one fluid motion, it made the kill. The struggle was over almost as soon as it had begun. Dryptosaurus stood over its prize, its breath coming in deep, steady gasps. The tension in the air, the quiet aftermath of the hunt, was palpable. For a moment, the predator simply stood there, its eyes scanning the forest, ever watchful for any sign of danger or another opportunity. The forest, too, seemed to hold its breath, as if acknowledging the balance that had been restored by the predator's actions. But the life of a predator is never without its struggles. In the wilds of the late Cretaceous, the food chain was a delicate dance, one in which every creature played a part. Dryptosaurus's role, though crucial, was not without its risks. The very same agility and speed that made it such a successful hunter also made it vulnerable to larger, more powerful predators. At any moment, a larger carnivore could appear, threatening to take the kill that Dryptosaurus had earned. Yet for now, Dryptosaurus was the one who held dominion over this small corner of the forest. It feasted on the fruits of its labor, its mind sharp, its instincts honed by generations of survival. The forest, though ancient, was a living, breathing entity, constantly shifting and evolving. And in this ever-changing world, Dryptosaurus's place within it was secured, at least for today. As the sun began its descent behind the mountains, casting long shadows across the land, Dryptosaurus retreated into the depths of the forest. Its hunt was over, but the predator's journey was far from finished. The rhythm of life, of survival, would continue, unfolding with each passing day, each hunt, each chase. And though Dryptosaurus would eventually fade from the annals of history, its story, its role in the grand, unyielding struggle of life, would forever remain etched in the fossilized remains of this ancient world. In the silent depths of the forest, as the last light of day vanished beyond the horizon, the legacy of Dryptosaurus endured. A reminder that survival in its purest form is not always about strength or size. It is about the quiet determination, the relentless pursuit, and the mastery of the dance of life itself.